thing needs to quit lagging. Okay. Try to get this up and going. Let's see. Alrighty. Alright. Yay, I think the notification finally went out. Alrighty. Yay. The notification finally went out. Awesome. Hello, Pravina. Welcome. You're the first one here. Yes, catching me live. This is one reason why I'm gonna be doing 2 lives a month, one live being kind of earlier in the day and one live being later in the day, because I know if I do at least one earlier in the day, then people on y'all's side of the world over there, on the other side of the pond, will get to be able to join. So I wanted to make sure that we would have one live stream that was more convenient for folks in America and one live stream that would be more convenient for folks abroad. So that was the rationale behind choosing 2 different times and 2 different days for live streams every month now. So yay. Awesome. Hello, Marina C. Welcome. And Benjamin Kenneth. Hello. TP. Hello. Kirsten Alvarado. Hello. And Sarah Ertley. Hello. Awesome. And Ronnie B. Hi. I know. I was just telling Pravina that for y'all on the other side of the pond overseas, that's why I wanted to make sure on Fridays I would be, like the Friday lives would be at 2 my time, so that it would be early enough for y'all to tune in. And then whenever I do lives on certain Tuesdays, then those will be at 5 my time, so it'll be late enough for the US folks to feel like they could join. So just trying to make live streams at times people can come. Awesome. So yay. How are y'all? Good deal. Oh, let's see. So, okay, interesting. I'm glad that you were getting some interesting signs from your spirit guides yesterday. So very cool, very exciting. Reading on Bigfoot. You know what? I think I have done a reading on Bigfoot before. It was mixed in with other readings. It wasn't like it didn't have its own reading, but it would be on my playlist that is called like either conspiracy or out there things, whatever playlist that is, it would be on that playlist. And I'm pretty sure that either in the title or the thumbnail I would have something about Bigfoot so that you would know that would be the video that it's in. But I don't think it has its own video. I think it's kind of mixed in with some stuff, but it's somewhere in there. I don't know how long ago it's been that I did that though. It's been a minute. All right. I'm glad you're already thinking about the weekend, TP, because for some reason my brain has not transitioned to that yet. Like, it hit me as I was going live for this. I was like, oh shit, today's Friday. I was like, oh, today's Friday. Like, I should feel some type of way about that. Yay. But it just has not hit. Like, I've got a headache and it's been hurricaning all week here. And so all I'm thinking about is work, hurricanes, and headaches and stuff. And so I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. The weekend is upon us. I need to get with it. But I love that you're saying I'm feeling barbecue and beverages. That sounds like a good time. Emily Valdick, hello! You made it! You made it! David Brady, hello! A reading on Johnny Depp's career future. Let me write that down. I need to get my sticky notes, my handy dandy sticky notes out here so I can write things down. I have one. I have secured one. Because I like to take people's requests down. I don't always get to everything that people request because a lot of people request a lot of things, but I do like to always add things on the list, and if I'm ever called to do it, then I jump all in. So Johnny Depp career future. Okay. Written down. Got it. Got it. Got my big old water jug over here. Hydrate, folks. Hydrates. I was also looking, just to throw this out there, I was like, you know what? It feels like it's been a long time since I've done a live, and that's why I created a schedule on here for me to be able to get into a schedule that fit in with my other work schedule, so that way I would know, okay, I can go live and that doesn't conflict with private readings and that doesn't conflict with my other, in-person jobs and stuff like that. And so let me get a schedule down. So I was able to nail that down because I was like, God, I just cannot lately get the time and ability to do a live stream, and I miss them and I miss hanging out with y'all, and I need to be able to do that. So I went back just today to look. When was the last live stream? I shit you not. The last live stream was on November 16th. November 16th. Lord, y'all. We're in August. We're already, fall is upon us for us over here in this hemisphere of the world where we're not in winter. I know y'all are kind of coming out of winter, probably close to spring in Australia, but for all of us in the northern hemisphere, it's been freaking hot and we're getting towards fall, and November is in fall. That means literally it's been almost a year since doing a live stream. November 16th, y'all, was the last live stream. Can you believe it? Holy cow, I can't believe it. That shows how busy it's been. I don't ever want it to go almost a year between live streams again. That's completely unacceptable to me. I know I'm allowed to choose whatever I'm allowed to choose, and it's my channel, and if I didn't have time, I didn't have time, and I was working 3 jobs, and blah, 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 blah. I get that, but just mentally conceptualizing that it's been since November 16th just seems totally unacceptable to me. And so that's why I've come up with the new schedule. So again, I'm reading the new schedule out to folks, even if I know y'all have probably already read it and already heard, you probably already read it on the community tab post, and then probably already heard me mention it in a video, but I just want to throw it out there again that every second Friday of the month, like today, we go live at 2 p.m. Eastern here. And then every 4th Tuesday of the month at 5 p.m. Eastern, we'll go live. So every second Friday and every 4th Tuesday. And so keep that in your calendars, keep that written down so we can go live. And there is a community post with the times written out in other people's time zones and things like that, in case y'all aren't going to be able to see this. It's not going to ever get clear, is it? Try, no, okay, yeah. My screen's going to end up going dark before anybody can actually see it, but that's on my community tab. So if you scroll over to my community tab on my channel, those days and times will be listed so that you can screenshot it, write it down, whatever. And that way you'll feel confident to be able to tune in on our Fridays and Tuesdays, every second Friday and every 4th Tuesday. Whoop, whoop. So, all right. Let me catch up here. Okay. Molly, oh, you've got such a long name. Well, hello to you, but let's see. Molly Sybarite, Empire Creator. I hope I said that right. Hello to you. Have I seen any of the new episodes of Unsolved Mysteries? Literally just this past week. Yes. we watched whatever new ones were out. I don't remember it being a lot. Like it was only a couple or something that were out. I don't know if there's supposed to be more to it or if that was all of the release, but yes, did see those. Dejan Whitmore, hello. You went to a haunted hotel Wednesday with your family and kept forgetting what day of the week it was. Okay, so first of all, yeah, I was clueless that today was Friday until just now when I went to go film, and I'm like, oh shit, it's Friday. Like, thanks TP for reminding us that there's a weekend coming up and we could have good vibes and do barbecues and beverages. Like, yeah, that sounds amazing. So I am just as off on my timeline as you are. I get that. Also, if you were at a haunted hotel, maybe something you experienced there kind of messed up your memory and your brain a little bit. Hope you protected yourself if you happen to be sensitive in any kind of way, because you might be picking up on some things if you're intuitive. And just gonna put it out there, people that tend to watch tarot channels because they tend to be interested in this type of thing usually more times than not have some sensitivities. You know, it's just kind of par for the course. So all of y'all here, y'all are interested in this type of stuff, which means you probably are sensitive in some kind of capacity, whether you realize that or not. Maybe a lot of you already know that, but maybe some of you didn't yet. But Heather Marie, hello! Doing a reading on the remainder of hurricane season. Good Lord, it has been a mess here. That's why I was saying, like, I hardly knew it was Friday, because all week it's been hurricaning over here. Heavens to Betsy's. I'm tired of it. I need the sun. My chart is 65% fire. My natal chart, I need sun. I'll wither away when it's dark and rainy. Cat's Full Hat, hello! And you'd love readings on ancient civilizations like Lemuria, Atlantis, Mount Shasta, and Telos? I don't know how to say that. Just like I was telling Ben earlier, I do have some of those things, maybe not all of them yet, but some of those things I have touched on in readings long ago. So if you go to my playlist, my video playlist, it's something like conspiracies are out there videos, things that are out there, whatever list that is, you might see some videos that have like all these different topics kind of clumped into one. They may not have their own specific videos, but they might be lumped into other videos. I might have covered some of those already, but yeah, it's probably been a while. It's probably been a while. Ronnie, you thought that I did live streams regularly and you were... Okay, only joking. Okay. I was like, oh, no. No, I just didn't have my shit together because trying to do everything all at once. And finally, after I moved it down to 2 jobs instead of 3, I have slowly been trying to sort out what my life can look like now, and get it all figured. So now I think I'm at a place where I can set up a live stream schedule, and I'm just praying, Lord, I can stick to it. If I ever am unable to do a live on one of those days, if something comes up with work or something is already pre-planned that I would be unavailable that day, then I will put that out there in either a community tab post or in a video. So keep on the lookout for that community tab posts if you don't look at them already, or you know, in the videos I'll be kind of updating people on that, just so people will know in case I ever intend to not go live on a day I'm supposed to go live. So yeah. Yeah, Deshaun says, it definitely had an uneasy feeling in this haunted hotel. It's the Crescent Moon Hotel in Eureka Springs, AR. Is that Arkansas? I should know. Or is that Arizona? Arizona. That's Arizona. Arkansas is AK. Yeah? I should know. I'm so sorry. That's Arizona. Yeah? It has dark history. A quack doctor who killed a lot of people. Oh my Lord. And you stayed there? Like, you stayed the night? You slept there? Ooh, You need to salt yourself in your house. Oh my goodness, that sounds creepy, as my niece would say. That sounds creepy. Yes, Arkansas. Okay. I'm like, oh no, I should know. I really should. Like, come on now. I live in the States. I should know all the states' abbreviations. I get confused over those. For whatever reason, I get confused over those. I don't know why. I really shouldn't, but I do. 'Cause AZ is Arizona. Yeah? And so I overthought it. The first one I said was Arkansas, and then I'm like, no, wait, you're being a dumbass. That's like AK or something. And then, yeah, no, I'm getting myself confused. I should just go with what I thought first. Yeah, Heather Marie, I'm in Texas, and we just had Hurricane Beryl. Can't handle another one. I know. I don't even know what one we had, but all it did is it came up to the South Carolina-Georgia line there on Savannah, and it just stood there for days, dumping water, and it was like, oh, my Lord. Oh. Your kids wanted to stay the night, but you didn't. I think that was a smarter choice not to stay the night, maybe. I would be so scared to stay the night in a haunted hotel. Granted, I've stayed the night in haunted hotels before and just didn't know they were haunted. Because anytime I've stayed in hotels along the coastline here, Charleston, South Carolina, Savannah, Georgia, all of that, all those cities are port cities that have been a part of, colonized United States for as long as settlers came over here. They're very old American cities, and they're known to be more, haunted, considered to be more haunted. And I've stayed in hotels in both of those cities, just because you have to. If you're going to be in the city and you're going to be there over the night, what are you going to do? Sleep in your car? So, yeah. But I didn't know if they were haunted. I just knew the city I was in was haunted, and I was still feeling some kind of way about it. But yeah, golly. Let's see, y'all. I was considering, but I will pitch this to y'all instead of just, up and do it without asking y'all. But I was considering, I had this written down. I am not, super well versed in astrology, as we have, talked about a lot of times. My sister really likes astrology. My husband really likes astrology. And for whatever reason, I'm an astrology dunce, and I just kind of can't seem to get it or get into it or remember the important things coming up. And so I rely on them to be like, hey, did you know that today was, I don't know, a full moon or a new moon, or that we're in Mercury retrograde, or that we're this or that we're that. And I'll be like, oh, snap, I didn't know that. Okay. And so based on what they told me, they said yesterday, 8/8 was the Lionsgate portal for this year, and that currently we are in a Mercury retrograde that is a very interesting Mercury retrograde, in that it goes from August 4th through August 28th, and that it starts in Virgo and ends in Leo. So it's like half Virgo, half Leo or something. So it's, not all in one sign. And because of those two things that are all kind of in this timeline, I guess, I was thinking like maybe here while we're live, I could do like a mini reading on what is that energy going to cause for us, or is that energy going to, do anything to us that we need to know about, or is there something, unique or interesting that we need to know about because of the fact that we're smack dab in the middle of a Mercury retrograde, half Virgo, half Leo, and then just now one day out of the Lionsgate portal. So I don't know if that would be interesting to y'all if we were to do that, if you're like, meh, so I figured I would ask, because it was something that came up, and I thought about it, and I was like, maybe. So let's see. Susie Q926, hello. Just T, hello. So Susie says, oh, hell yeah. Just says, yay. Catsfull Hat says, says 2024 is an 8 year, so 888. Ah, that's very cool. Very cool. And Ronnie says the same. Yeah, 888. Even more amazing. Wow. Interesting. Okay, yeah. So this is kind of a triple thing then. It's literally 888 and all these other things kind of going on. So, all right, yeah, let's do that. Let's do a little mini read on that. I'll have the cards on up here and move this microphone right here. Oh, Penelope. Let me see if I can move myself, glide my little chair over and get up on over here. Cause yeah, just out of curiosity, just a little mini read here. Cause today I'm gonna try with these live streams, by the way. I'm gonna try to keep them around an hour-ish. I know in the past I would sometimes have really long live streams, you know, upwards between 2 and 3 hours long and stuff, and it was fun to hang out like that. But in terms of the poor replay crowd, you know, a lot of people would be like, whew, I can't invest that kind of time. Even if I put it on, you know, 2 times speed and try to hear it all, I can't, you know, do that and stuff, and I totally understand. So, you know, I'm gonna try to keep these live streams at about an hour, and that's why everything that anytime we do a reading in these live streams, they're gonna be more like mini reads, because y'all know when I upload a full reading on the channel, it's usually like between 30 and 45 minutes long. So if we did that on a live stream, all I'd be able to say is hey to a couple people, do a whole reading, and then say bye, and then get the hell on. And then that wouldn't feel much like a live. There wouldn't be much of a hangout component in that. So got to do some mini reads on these. But I figured that would be fun. We could do, like, when we do it, we'll be doing 2 live streams a month. If we follow, you know, this kind of plan, we'd be doing 2 live streams a month. It'd be about an hour each time, and we could, you know, do like 20 minutes of jaw jacking, 20 minutes of mini reading, and then 20 minutes of goodbyes and stuff. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it works that way. I like to plan things, and then things don't go to plan. But Marina C says yes as well. Yes, Susie Q926, Virgo and Leo. Oh my God, a lion that won't roar. KR, hello, and Top Secret, hello. Okay, so KR's says, I've remained engrossed with the Idaho 4 case, and yep, know that I have done a reading on this subject before. The comment went away right as I was reading it. I was reading it and it literally disappeared. Has it disappeared on both my screens? Oh, you retracted it? Okay, as long as you retracted it, then that would be fine. I just don't want YouTube to be up and deleting people's comments, because that's been happening a lot lately on my videos. YouTube's been taking people's comments out and deleting stuff, and people have been thinking I've been picking on them specifically, and I haven't. It's just been YouTube. So I don't know. I just now saw it, and it went away while I was reading it. So if you wanted me to see it, then write something again. I'm sorry. I hope YouTube didn't take it off for you. Let's see. Top Secret said yes, Mercury retrograde affects Geminis the most because Mercury rules Gemini. Interesting. My mama's a Gemini. And Alma's daughter is a Gemini moon. Let's see. Aaron Cooper, hello. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, let's do a mini read. So given that we are in the midst of a Mercury retrograde and we just pulled out of the Lion's Gate for August 8th, 2024, there's probably still some energy around that, and certainly some energy around the Mercury retrograde to last for quite a bit longer. So let's see how those energies will be affecting us collectively and what we need to know, what our guides want us to know about that. So let's see. And hello, a chatty Fanny. Welcome. I love your name. I love it. You're actually not that late. We're just now getting started with our mini read, so you're right on time. Right on time. But let's see. Okay. Let's see. What do our spirit guides want us to... Ooh, they almost all fell out. Want us to know about this time with all of this going on. Interesting. Let me pull up my chair. I feel like I'm sitting on the ground. All right. I gotta be lifted. I must be lifted. Okay, so it looks like from here, it's just, well, I think that I can see the mix here of the Lionsgate energy and the Mercury retrograde. I mean, Lionsgate energy, we've literally got a lion on this card right here. So that's one in a very obvious way. But the Mercury retrograde energy that's kind of coming up here first is this sense of things not being able to like the way they're kind of making me picture it in my mind is, like when we talk about there being a glass ceiling where it's like I can only get so far and I can't seem to push past that or whatever. The way they're showing me is that it looks like this is gonna be over the next handful of weeks or so, the rest of August, maybe even beginning of September. It's gonna feel like we're in this kind of glass ceiling type of time where it's like I need things to shift and I need things to move, but the energy is feeling very stagnant and also feeling like, when something digs in its heels because it needs to change, but it doesn't want to yet. It's not ready. It's reticent. It's like, I'm not going to do it. It's being stubborn. There's going to feel like over the next handful of weeks, it's going to feel like a stubborn energy where we can all sense that it's ready to flip over. It's ready to shift up and out, and yet it's not. And that's like a really cramped and restless feeling whenever we feel like, God, come on, just do it. And it won't, and it just makes us feel like, kind of thing. That is how it looks like it's going to be feeling. And that looks like we can attribute that to the Mercury retrograde energy. So unfortunately, I know that's a little bit frustrating. That's a little bit like how that might feel in a body is like that whole restless leg syndrome that you get where you're just like, I gotta keep moving them because it just won't relax. Like that vibe is gonna just persist over the next handful of weeks because of this. And that's going to get into physical things as well. It's not just in terms of how we feel. Physically, it's going to create those issues as well. So if we have things, let's say we have something we're trying to do and, we can't get it done because it's like at work, it's something that somebody else has to sign and it has to sit on their desk for a while, so we can't get it done. Or we can't do this at home because we have to rely on our partners or our children to help out with it and they're not doing it and stuff. And so, can't do it at home, or, collectively where we're seeing things in our world play out where it's like, so is something gonna happen here? Are we gonna get the information we were supposed to have? Are we gonna get, is somebody gonna explain something the way they're supposed to? Is somebody gonna do the things that they promised they would do? Like, where is this? What's going on here? Like that kind of a thing. We're going to see that play out in all these kinds of ways. And it looks like that's attributable to the Mercury retrograde energy. This kind of goes there as well because this is our ambition card, just ready and fiery and like, all right, I'm rearing to go. And then it can't. So frustrations and pent up energy. Oh, I don't want to say what just came to my head. Pent up energy ready to explode is what came to my head. I gotta say it because it came to my head, but I didn't like that that's how it came to my head. But, we're gonna put it out there and we're gonna just hope that was symbolic. let's just hope it's symbolic. Okay. Down here, this feels like it's talking a little bit more about Lionsgate energy, that even if the actual date was yesterday the 8th, it feels like, as with a lot of different astrological happenings, that there would be some kind of a feeling about it that builds up before the date and that continues forward after the date. So don't think that, like, just because an event happens astrologically on a certain date, that people don't kind of feel the resonance of that, the ripple effects of that, outside of the date. So I do think that we're still going to be influenced by whatever that energy is. And interestingly, even if it's called Lionsgate, we do get a lion card, we're getting it in reverse, the strength card in reverse. So there's something here where it will make us feel like it's highlighting our weaknesses, but that is in a way to try to kind of motivate us to change. So it's kind of like that we will be more, it will be easier for us to see all the ways things are going not in the direction that we want, and that will become a bit more uncomfortable to sit in, painful to watch, to the point where we actually get motivated to do something about it instead of sit there and either ignore it or just sit and complain about it or whatever. We'll actually feel like I feel like I've got to take action. I feel motivated to do something. We've got to manifest something here. We've got to do something. And that energy that this prompts will lead to very good places. So it's another one of those things where it's like, unfortunately, that it takes really ugly, terrible stuff to make good things happen sometimes, because sometimes when we're stuck in complacency or stuck in victim mentality or stuck in any other kind of self-limiting beliefs or laziness or whatever, it takes some kind of a jolt, usually an uncomfortable one, for us to feel motivated to start moving in the direction that would be better. And they're meaning this about our lives independently, and they mean this about our lives as a collective. So this is on a lot of different levels here. So yeah, I'm seeing that we will have a lot of potential. So, I mean, this really does, I like the fact that potential and manifestation is what's coming up here a lot. That it feels like there's a lot of potential, creationist potential, creating things in a very literal and physical sense, and also in a very emotional and ethereal sense. So in all different kind of ways, creating those things. So this looks like it will be uncomfortable, but positive ultimately in what it brings about. The problem is that though we will feel the cramped down motivation to like expand and do what we got to do, like, okay, yeah, I've seen the weaknesses enough, that's highlighted it enough for me, I'm ready to take action, beautiful, but we're still stuck in the Mercury retrograde period until the 28th of this month, and Lord knows how much, how many days after that we still might be kind of feeling it before it eases off of us. And so we will be motivated to take action in this state of really, really being ready for this to move and like, it's time, yes, and then not really be able to effectively do as much of it as we want for weeks still. So talk about pent up frustration. Talk about just waiting to just and explode from the inside. There goes the word again. I don't like that the word explode and explosion has come up several times now. I hope we don't see that in some kind of a way, like literally across, the world stage. But if we do, there will be a reason for it. And it feels like astrologically, there's some energetic influences there that would be propelling that kind of a feeling, because you can't necessarily have people seeing what they don't want to the point that they're ready to make action, and then they feel like they kind of can't. So this is a mixed bag of positive and negative here. Ultimately, this results in a net positive, but this period of time in the in-between is going to be incredibly frustrating. It's going to feel like we can't fully get that energy out. We can't fully express or push that out. And things are, when people get put in a pressure cooker, you can kind of guess at how people start to act. When people feel like that cabin fever type feeling internally, but they're not able to like go out and do whatever, you see what that does to people. We saw what that did to people during the literal pandemic, when people had actual literal cabin fever, but weren't able to go out. How did that happen? How did that go down? Some people, it would do an implosion where they would start to feel depressed and hopeless and things like that. Some people, it would be an explosion where they started to act out and show out and, things like that. So that energy is going to come back around here in the next handful of weeks. We're going to see that same energy come back around. So we're going to see some people pull that inward, again, taking it in on themselves, depression, hopelessness, etc. And some people are going to push that out. Vitriol, anger and aggression, things like that. And just think about how that looks if big internal systems and structures are taking things in or pushing things out. Could be a little bit wild. Not in the best kind of way either. Not in the best kind of way. So I know it's just a little mini read, but it packed a punch in a mini read. It's very interesting what we're going to be looking forward to here. Let me read through the comments, see if I've missed anything that I need to point out while we've got this still up here. So let's see. Where was I? Okay, yeah. A Chatty Fanny was saying, so much to know in the cosmos, but my stresses are here on Earth. Yep, I think a lot of people relatable. 420. I like the name. Hello to you. And continually counting chickens. Hello to you. Wendy Olson, hi. Awesome. Let's see. And Cat's Full Hat says, yes, information is trickling out slow, but maybe the faucet will be turned on soon. Certainly possible after this period, kind of goes by the wayside. So it looks like pretty much all of August is going to be taken up by this energy. So expect more faucet dripping in August. But once August passes and Mercury retrograde lifts up, then I expect September to be where people can turn on the faucet a little bit more. And so, I guess let's hope people just, let me adjust the faucet like this, not do an overcorrection of adjusting the faucet and putting it on where it's like, psh, and does like that, that wouldn't be good. But September then is when I would kind of be expecting that to really ramp up. But again, this whole implode, explode type energy is like doing this kind of oscillating under the surface, bubbling for the entire rest of this month. So let's keep our eyes peeled for that, because you get any cracks in that kind of a thing, and Let's see, Chica, hello to you. So Ronnie B says, it does be not 100%, but I think Lionsgate closes on the 12th of August-ish. Okay. And 420 is like, Leo here, I'm definitely feeling this reading. Yeah, I've got a lot of, well, I don't know if I don't have a lot of Leo in my chart, but I have a lot of Leo in that Leo is my rising sign. So in that way, I have a lot of Leo. It's a very important part of my chart, but I don't think I have much more Leo than that. But I have a ton of fire. I'm going to have to pull up. My sister put she's the one that knows about astrology stuff, and she gave me, I was like, what's our astrology stuff? Because we're twins, you know, and we're only a minute apart because we were born C-section. I'm like, what's our astrology stuff? And so she sent me the chart because I knew she would have had it worked up somewhere. And I told her, I said, highlight all the places where there's fire so I can know, because I know it's going to be packed with fire. I feel it. It's intense. It's too much. I'm so out of balance. And so she sent it to me, and I'll have to try to show it to y'all in a second, but she sent it to me, and she used different little highlighter colors to show, like, here's highlighted in red is all the times we have Aries, highlighted in yellow is all the times we have Sagittarius, and highlighted in orange is our Leo, and then anything that's not highlighted, it's because it's not a fire sign. Y'all, almost everything in this damn natal chart is highlighted. That's what I gotta tell you. I cannot live with myself like this. It's been 37 years of hell. 37 years of not being able to be grounded and just being like, all the time. Oh, I need a break. My heavens. Okay. So Channy Finney says, like, we might not even have an election, ? I bet whenever I look into the election, that kind of stuff will come up, because I've started seeing people write that in the comments lately, and I don't know, like, that sounds wild to me, but I mean, I guess anything's possible anymore. Shoot. Let's see. Ronnie says, just double checked Lionsgate, July 26th to August 12th. Great time to release crap and manifest good. Okay, that goes in line with what this was kind of saying. Okay. And Catswell Hat, yep, a mix of light and dark. Yep. Desiree Cavanaugh, hello. And Rhonda, hello. Rhonda, I know you got a new last name, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce the other last name here, because I don't know how to say that. Water Lily, hello. Real Windy Cells 225, hi. Let's see. 420 says, God, I hope not, because the struggle has been real. Yes. Man, we have all been feeling some mess. Tammy Sands, hello. Awesome. Yeah, let me see if I can show. I don't know if it'll show better here or if I have to hold it up there, but let's see if I can. All right. So everywhere that's highlighted in red is where I have Aries. Everywhere that's highlighted in yellow is where I have Sag. The one Leo rising is down at the bottom in orange. Then I have like literally 4 placements that aren't fire. I only have 4 places in the entire natal chart that is not fire. Someone help me. I need saving. I need a rescuer. So all of y'all that actually know about astrology, I'm sure y'all are looking at this and y'all know what this means. I do not know what this means. My sister probably does. My husband might. I do not. All I know is that this is my natal chart. So that's a lot of fire, y'all. It really is. I'm about to pull it away from the screen, so if anybody needed to see any last little thing, take a look at it real fast. I'm about to pull it away from the screen. Alright, and I'm pulling it away. Okay. Let me pull these up and put them back in. So, yes. Let's see. Oh, Rhonda, the O is silent, so gets? If I'm looking at the O being silent and I see a G and the O is silent, ETZ, I'm going to say gets because I'm Southern and that's what it would. So but that sounds like it would be wrong for how it looks. Rhonda, you're messing me up. Top secret. Hello. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thumbs up, everyone. Let's see. And Maximum Everett, hello. Yes, Pravina, yours would be Vedic. I had never heard of Vedic astrology before the last maybe year or so. I've heard people talking about Vedic, and then someone was saying, well, Vedic would be much more accurate because it's like the actual placements of the stars or things like that. And so what makes me wonder then is if Vedic astrology is the actual literal, like, astronomical true placements in the sky, then why is there another type of astrology, the quote unquote Western astrology or whatever this other one is called? Why is that a thing? Why does that exist then? Why wouldn't we just all do Vedic? I don't know. I'm, like I said, I don't know anything about astrology, so I am not sure, but it just makes me wonder. It just makes me curious. So Top Secret says Vedic is cool. Yeah, I mean, it sounds so. I don't really, whenever I see astrologers, of course, I'm usually seeing people who are doing the Western stuff because they're usually, over here in the West. So that's what they're doing. But it does make me wonder then why people wouldn't just do Vedic. I don't know. Cindy Mamos, hello. You said you have no fire in your chart. You're like, I have no fire in my chart. Give me some of that. I would, because I need help. Jasmine Flores, hello. You said that we share the same birthday, different year, but you're Aries Sun, Aquarius rising, Cancer moon. Oh, see, you have some balance. Aries with your fire, and then Aquarius with your air, and then Cancer with your water. So you have like literal balance there. I wonder if that's nice. Oh, and Chinese is different than Vedic too. Woo. See, there's so much more that I need to know about this, but it makes my head split open. I'm like, oh man, let me stick to tarot and let the experts who know about astrology stick to astrology. And then they can tell me things and I can do readings on it. And then we can kind of see where my readings fall versus what the astrologer said. So I think it's a great way to kind of incorporate both instead of making an astrologer know how to do tarot the way that I do it, or having me know how to do astrology the way they do it. We can each do our own thing at whatever our level of expertise is, and then we can kind of compare notes or, supplement each other's readings or work together on that. I think that would be really cool. Let's see. Real Wendy Cell says, I am Scorpio/Sag Sun, born as the sun sign was moving into Sag. Wow. So a true cusp. And Libra rising, Taurus moon. Nice. Wow. Mish, hello. Hello. Yeah, Pravina says, Vedic is easy to learn and it's accurate because your moon is the day you are born is different. I don't think on these things. This is interesting. Very interesting. Tammy's Aries as well. Jenna, hello. Jasmine's like, well, it's hard for me, but thanks, Let's see. And Pravina says, the moon changes its position and every planet makes its position according to the moon. Interesting. Susie is also fire. Wait, you're all fire, air, and no water. One water. Scorpio, gotta be careful with that one. Yeah, I think I had one. Did I have one water? Let me see. I have 2 waters and 1 air and 1 earth. So literally, when I say I need help getting grounded, I really do. I have 1 earth sign in my entire natal chart. I literally am hanging on the earth by a literal baby thread. I am like when those kids have their loose tooth and it's just hanging on by one root and it's just dangling there and you're like, let me just pull your damn tooth. You could sneeze and it'll fall out. Like, that's how untethered to the earth I am. And it makes life challenging. Really. So I have 2 waters, 1 air, 1 earth, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fires. 9 fires, 2 waters, 1 air, 1 earth. 9 fires. Help. Send help. Oh, there's star signs too. Ooh, interesting. Patricia says, well, first of all, hello, Patricia Q. Aries rising Scorpio moon. Sarah Hotaru, hello. Susie's like, probably why I need the ocean. You know, I think that's a good rationale there. I'm a fan of that. 420 Virgo rising Pisces moon for you. Okay. Oh, so Pravina says in Hindu marriage, they look for star sign and moon sign for sexual life, children, and compatibility. Okay. I mean, that's cool. To me, that's cool that they're looking at compatibility through an astrological lens instead of, you know, like over here, people will, like, not just laugh at people for it. People will be really, really ridiculed if you use that kind of thing for matchmaking over here. So I think that's cool that you know, Hindus take that seriously. I like that. Let's see. I'm like a little fairy. Me? I'm a fire fairy then. 9 freaking fires. I'm a fairy on fire. You know what? The thing is, I get called like so much. I cannot even describe to you. I get called fairy, elemental, pixie, you know, any of those kind of ethereal creature type names. I have been called those my entire life since I was a little kid, my entire life. So it's so interesting that people still say that to this day when I'm damn near 40. Interesting. Sarah says Gemini sun, Cancer moon, and Sag rising. And Top Secret says that they found Vedic to be more accurate as well. Interesting. Virgo sun, Pisces moon, Scorpio rising for Cindy Mamos. God loves fire. Thank you, Chatty Fanny. I know you're trying to be nice. My experience is a challenge. Let's see. He said to be an all-consuming fire, so you were good. Except that the fire is consuming me. So if I am the fire, I'm glad, but it's like the fire is consuming me as well. So everyone else is getting burned. Cool, so am I. Jenna's like, okay, more like a pretty little dragon then. You're funny. I need to go stick my whole self in the dirt to ground. I do. Lord, I'm telling you, when I ever get the chance to go to the beach, I don't even like, all I do is I just walk where the surf and the sand meet, and I just walk in that. Like, I pace back and forth in that, or I stay planted in that while it goes over my feet and my feet get stuck in the sand, and just over and over and over. I don't get in the water. I don't lay out on the beach. I just walk in that one little area, back and back and back and back and back, and I'll do that all day to get grounded. My heavens, I need it. I'm not particularly close to a beach here. I'm not that far away. I'm actually in a good place, like being right there in the middle of South Carolina. As much as I'm not a huge fan of South Carolina, being right here in the middle of it is not too shabby, because I am an hour and a half drive away from the beach and an hour and a half drive away from the mountains in the other direction. So I can have the beach or I can have the mountains all within an hour and a half drive of where I am. I can also be in 2 really big cities within about an hour and a half, 2 hours, Charlotte and Atlanta. So where I'm at, I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere, but in an hour and a half I can be in Charlotte, and 2 hours I can be in Atlanta. So, you know, I can get some big city life, like big city life over here, if we consider that big city life, because that's the biggest we got around. But I can do that, you know, in a relatively close proximity as well. So, yeah, you know. NatCat180, hello. Yes, replay team. I understand. Yeah, numerology is cool too. I agree, Pravina. I agree. Shirley Seeley, hello. Fire sign and rising moon Aquarius. Interesting. Chatty Fanny's got some more facts about fire. Okay. I'm gonna try to relax about my fire. On my fire. Heather Marie, hello. Aries sun, Sagittarius moon, Gemini rising. Okay. And Aaron Cooper says Sag Can is a challenge. Suzuki, birth charts are amazing. They're good gifts. So fun they are. Yeah, they are fun. Yeah, I've got to harness it somehow. You're right, Chatty Fanny. I've got to figure that out. Lawyer, hello. Hello. Oh, if I'm mostly fire and not very grounded, I might just be in grace. That's a nice way of thinking about it. That would be cool if that was the truth of it. I thank you for the reframe. I appreciate your reframe. Lawyer says I was born and raised in North Carolina and live in California now. Okay, so you used to be my neighbor. Here from South Carolina, you used to be my neighbor. Tammy, your brother lives in Somerville. Yeah, that's about an hour and a half away from me. Cool. Oh, you lived in Greensboro. Okay. For like 30 years. Then Jacksonville, Florida. Okay. And now Orange County. Wow. That's a hell of a jump. Greensboro is a fairly big jump from Jacksonville, Florida in terms of, culture. It's kind of different to me at least. And then certainly from those two to Orange County, California. That's quite a difference. Yeah. Okay, Tammy, you've been to Folly Beach and Palm Island? Yes. Those are very popular beaches around here. Yes. Okay, lawyer is Libra, Virgo, rising, Leo, moon. Okay. Have I ever been tricked by any fun spirits? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to sit and think on that. Maybe. I don't know, because most of what I feel like I've experienced with any kind of spirit energy is either overly positive or overly negative. So in terms of some playful energy, I'm not so sure as much. Oh, you said Orange County is very similar to Greensboro, but have palm trees? Really? Oh, interesting. I've never been to Orange County. I need to go. I want to go to California sometime. I've never been to California. But yeah, that would be cool. I've never been out west or even Midwest and up. I've only been in terms of the states. Here I am in South Carolina. I've been up the East Coast. I know it's probably going to look opposite to y'all on camera, but up the East Coast kind of thing. I've been up that way. I've been down, towards Florida. I've been west, Texas and stuff and New Mexico, but never past that. So all the kind of things that are up above and more west than the whole Texas, New Mexico area, never been to any of that. Would love to. Seraphine, hello. Yes, I'm doing well. Hope y'all are too. And happy Friday to everyone. Agreed. Oh, you think I'm grounded, Jasmine? Oh, that's sweet. Oh, ask my husband. Y'all will get some good insights as to how I am not and how he has to always pull me back down. I'm on the edge. I'm on the cliff, and he's got to pull me back down. So, what does grounded even mean? The lawyer says. You watch Susan Lynn videos? I'm not familiar with her. And there are so many references to ground yourself, etc. But what does that really mean? Okay, I can tell you what it means to me in my mind, but I won't, say, oh, the way I think of it is the right way, and I'm the right one, and blah, 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 blah. So, take this with a grain of salt or whatever. I guess I can take the little cards off the thing. Here, let me get myself back over. Let me get back over here. For me, getting grounded, it's ultimately just a way of getting centered and more calm within yourself, at peace, centered, calm within yourself. In a more spiritual sense, it's usually literally, feeling like you are rooting into Mother Earth, that you are in some way, becoming one with nature, rooting in, trying to be one and calm and at peace with all of that. But in a psychological sense, it doesn't necessarily require that component. It's more of, is your nervous system doing this? Because maybe you need to find a way to get centered, get calm, get at peace, whether it's through some deep breaths, whether it's through activating your vagus nerve, through humming and singing, whether it's through meditation, whether it's through gentle stretching and exercise, etc. And some people are more grounded naturally because they're naturally more level-headed. They're naturally more pragmatic. They're naturally more calm and even keeled and laid back in their personalities, and things like that. And then some of us have to try very, very hard and very, very intentionally to achieve those states and personality traits and things like that. People like myself have to try very, very hard for that. Very, very hard. I was showing everybody earlier, in case anybody's new here, I was showing everybody earlier that this is my natal chart. Everything highlighted is fire. I have 9 fires, 2 waters, 1 air, and 1 earth. 9 fires. So I'm out of balance, and it makes things hard. Oh, I've hit my hour mark, so I need to start wrapping things up soon so that I don't go on forever and ever and ever accidentally and make this completely unwatchable for the replay crowd. So I gotta keep that in mind. But that was a very good question, Lawyer. And thank you, Emily Voldock, for people to like the video if you like it, to click the like button. But thank you. Maximum Effort said I grew up in Orange County, California, but lived in Greensboro for a couple of years. So that's funny. Both of y'all have that shared experience. That's cool. And yeah, Pravina, it means meditation to calm your mind. I think that's a really good definition for it too. HP is the place to be. I love the OC. Jenna. Yeah, y'all went the opposite direction. Oh, y'all are so funny. I love this. Thank you, Seraphine. Blake Tisdale, hello. You said that my prediction for you from several years ago came true for you. Okay, finally moved from where you were, bought a house. Yes. And I said that it would be your mom that helped, and she did. Well, I'm so glad that finally came true for you. Moving and buying a house, congratulations. That's a big deal. Major life stuff, so congratulations, Blake. I'm happy for you. And Lawyer, grounding meaning calm. I think that's a huge component of being grounded, personally. Rhonda says, yeah, I'm a fire married to an air. No grounding here. Yeah. That's funny. Hello. Am I going crazy with the videos? Probably. Yeah, and I'm flighty as hell. So yeah, I feel that too, Chatty Fanny. You're funny, Susie. Man. Let's see. I love how many people here in the chat have had some experience with like North Carolina and California and going back and forth and stuff like that. This is awesome. Let's see. You're like, got it. Grounded is kind of like a state of mind. Yeah, in a sense, yeah. But I'm not a pushy Aries. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad to know. Some people in my life would probably beg to differ that I could get a little bit pushy sometimes. If it's something that I'm like really, really like, well, I'm at a level 10 for wanting this and you're only at a level 6 for not wanting it. So my wanting it is more than you're not wanting it. So please, sometimes I could get like that. Well, thank you for liking my videos. I think that's very, very kind of you. I appreciate that. And welcome to the Perk Squad. We're so happy to have you here. That's awesome. Misha's like, I love long videos when I'm replaying it. And Seraphine doesn't mind long streams either. Nice. Clean the house and listen like a podcast. Nice. Yeah, I hate the cold weather too, Laura. Good Lord. I'm in South Carolina. I've only ever really been here. I lived in Alabama for 3 years, but either way, I've lived only in the heat. I need the heat. Plus, you saw I got 9 fires. I can't survive the cold. It's not like, oh, I'm so fiery that I need the cold to calm me down. No. When I go into the cold, it's painful. When it's literally below 70 degrees, in terms of Fahrenheit, when it's below 70 degrees, for me, my body starts to physically hurt, like cramps up. I feel crampy all over my body when it's less than 70 degrees wherever I am. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I've got my iron levels checked. I'm good. So, it's just, whew. So I feel you on that. Back to work. Thanks for having joined. All right, I need to get back to work too, so I need to end this soon. I swear I will. I will end this soon. We will wind down and end. Good, Susie Q. Singing is so grounding for you. Yes. Oh, you brought a soundproof booth for that purpose. What a tongue twister. Spend a lot of time there instead of being anxious. Grounding for me means being inside my body. I think all of that was very beautiful. Love how you put that. Absolutely. Marcella, hello. Emily, I live in Canada, land of the flying hockey pucks. I forget hockey's a thing all the time because in the South, it's not a thing. What? We don't have ice? We don't have ice? So what are we going to do with hockey? We don't have ice? I know. There's like hockey stuff in Atlanta and things like that. People can create ice indoors. It's a thing. But for the most part, we don't have that. Michelle Biederman, hello. Thank you for being here, Michelle. Let's see. Are any of my ancestors healers or tarot readers? Healers, yes. Tarot readers, not that I know of. That I know of, I'm the first one. But healers, yes. And I don't know a whole lot about my ancestry, to be honest. So there could be more that I just don't know. Let's see. So people are agreeing in terms of air conditioning and cold and things like that. I feel you. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, thank you. Bye for real this time, Lori. Bye. Maximum effort. That's very kind. Yeah, it has been forever. Maximum effort. We looked at the beginning of the stream. I haven't done a live stream since November 16th, which means it's been almost a year. I know. But that's okay. We're going to do 2 a month now. So every second Friday and every fourth Tuesday. So with that, I think that's a good place for us to kind of wrap this up, that every second Friday and every fourth Tuesday, we will be going live. If there's ever a day that I can't, I will try to get the word out either on my community tab or through a video. So please, keep looking on those things for if I have to cancel on any of those dates. But every second Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern and every fourth Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern is what we'll do so that we can hang out here and we get to go back to the old school where everything is like dark and all the fun little light colors like how we used to do here on the channel. Get to go back to that for our live stream so it can kind of feel like a live stream after dark, video after dark. Can have that feel to it here. It can have that vibe that the videos are bright and light, but the live streams are in the dark. We can have both. We can do both. But thank y'all for being here while we had this live, trying to keep it close to an hour. I appreciate everybody that showed up today. And if anybody missed it, we did do an astrology reading with the cards. In this, we did about a 20-minute astrology read. So if anybody wants to go back and watch the replay, if they missed that, that's there. So the live stream replay will be up hopefully soon for everybody else to see. And thank y'all for being here. Happy that y'all were here. I look forward to seeing y'all next time on the next live in a couple of weeks. And shouting out to people that I haven't said hello to before I leave. Shout out to you, KGB, and to you, Heather Gallagher. Also to K Talks and to Ari. So thank y'all for being here. And shout out to y'all and big hugs. And of course, don't be a stranger. Come back and